Hi, welcome to another breaking news live stream here from the road. I'm here in the lobby of my hotel, and well, we got some news that I simply needed to break to you. So, what are these news? Pimax, Brainwarp and fixed foveated rendering are finally available, and this is indeed a game changer for all the people that have a Pimax VR headset and for all the people who want to probably get a Pimax headset in the future. So what is Brainwarp and what is fixed foveated rendering? So Brainwarp is the technology that Pimax uses in order to decrease the resources needed to run the Pimax headsets. It's a technology that is very comparable to the Oculus asynchronous space warp technology, which actually what it does, you do not need to render 90 frames per second anymore. Instead, only 45 frames need to be rendered, and the other frames to increase the frame rate to 90 frames per second, they are simply injected and produced from software. So this is pretty amazing, because that means before, to run the Pimax, we needed to have like a high-end graphics card. Like for me, for example, I upgraded to a 1080 Ti, and with a 1080 Ti, it did work well, but probably I should have a 2080 Ti. But now, thanks to Brainwarp technology, that is not the case anymore. Now, you will be able to run the Pimax with, for example, a 1070, and it's going to run much better than before, probably just as perfect as if you had a 2080. So that is really amazing news. Actually, that is big news, and that's why I titled this live stream a game changer for Pimax, because you will not need to have the latest high-end PC anymore in order to run the Pimax, and that was, for lots of people, a reason not to get the Pimax. So yeah, and that's also actually the reason why for the Oculus Rift, you don't need to have a high-end PC, because for the Oculus Rift, they have already perfected this technology, the asynchronous asynchronous space warp. Thank you so much, Kinpatsu, for sending over a super chat. Nice. Hi to see you all here live, and again live here from Taiwan. This news is just so good that I needed to break it no matter where I am, and that's why I'm breaking this news to you here from the lobby. Yeah, hi Adam. Yeah, it's so much performance increase that they can lower the minimum GPU requirements. I suppose so. Well, I can't tell this for sure right now, but think of it. Before, in order to have a great performance, you really wanted to be able to render like 80 frames per second, right? Better 90. But now, actually, you will be able to, your computer should just be able to render 45 frames per second. That's so much less. And they will simply bump it up to 90, just like the Oculus Rift does it. And that's why the Oculus Rift has so low requirements for the GPU, and the same is now true also for the Pimax. So the Pimax Brainwarp, that's how they call this technology, is now live. You can download the beta version from their website. I'm going to put the link down into the description of this video, and all of you who have the Pimax can actually download it right now. So I had access to the Pimax Brainwarp technology for a couple of weeks already, but unfortunately I'm not at home, so I couldn't check it. But you can check it out for yourselves right now. So definitely going to put the link down into the description below later when I'm finished with this live stream. Yeah, so this is actually really exciting news. And on top of that news, even more great news to increase the performance of the Pimax headsets, because with this beta software that they have today published, there comes another technology which will help decrease the system requirements, because they also introduce fixed foveated rendering with with this new software update. This is actually something that I had suggested to them early in the Pimax testing days when I was a tester. So I'm very, very happy that they actually did implement this, and fixed foveated rendering is live now in that beta software that all of you can download right now. So what is fixed foveated rendering? The thing is that when we focus on something in virtual reality, actually all the things around us in our peripheral vision does not need to be rendered at full resolution, because actually for the human eye or for the brain, we don't care actually so much about what is happening in the peripheral vision. So we don't need to have that rendered at full resolution. Now with fixed foveated rendering, what happens is that actually the center of where you're looking at, that's going to be rendered at full resolution, and all the stuff in the periphery is going to be rendered at a lower resolution. So for fixed foveated rendering, it's always the same part that is staying sharp. And actually, the same technology is being used with the Oculus Go. And now exactly this technology is also being used for the Pimax. And that is great news, because that's going to save you another few frames per second. So with this is a game-changing update for Pimax. Let me, at the end of this live stream, let me wrap it up again. The new beta, it introduces Brainwarp technology, which is the equivalent of the Oculus asynchronous space warp, and for the Vive, the motion smoothing technology. You do not need to render 90 frames per second anymore. Your computer, your graphics cards only needs to render 45 frames per second, and it's going to be brought up to 90 frames per second with the Brainwarp technology, where every second frame is actually injected. It's a fake frame that is injected into the frames, and which makes for a very nice experience, a very fluid experience, just as you know it from the Oculus Rift and the Vive. On top of that, also they introduce fixed foveated rendering, which will save you another few frames. So a big game changer for Pimax. You do not need the fastest computer anymore to run these devices. There was something that was holding lots of people from actually getting these devices. I'm going back to Germany in a few days, and then definitely I'm going to check it out. I'm going to check out how well this works, and I'm going to check out how well I will be able to run the Pimax on my GTX 1070 laptop. And that is going to be super exciting. Yeah. So, if you have any more questions, here's a dog running around. If you have any more questions about fixed foveated rendering or the Pimax Brainwarp technology, why don't you simply write them down in the comment section below. I'm going to answer these questions in the comment section, and yeah, it's in my opinion, this is very big news for Pimax, and I'm definitely looking forward to try that out myself once I'm back in Germany and once I'm reunited with my Pimax headsets. Also, in this stream, I would like to tell you guys that the Pimax 5K Business Edition, the OLED version, is on its way to Germany. So I have received my tracking number for the Pimax 5K OLED, and once I'm back in Germany on 5th of February, I'm going to receive it, and then I will be able to work on the full review of the Pimax 5K Business Edition, the OLED version of the Pimax headsets, and that's definitely something that we can look forward to. All right, thank you so much for watching this live stream, and for watching this later, if it's not a live stream anymore. Once it's not live anymore. I hope you enjoyed this piece of breaking news information. If yes, give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much, Perplexer, for your 20 Swiss francs super chat for the first beer in Germany. Oh yeah, looking forward to that. And it seems like it's going to be a big beer then. Thank you so much for the super chat, and looking forward to be back in Germany so I can finally report to you back from my beautiful studio. Yeah, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this news, and of course, if you have not yet subscribed to MRTV yet, do so now. And I'm looking forward to see you in the